everyone, we have this skirt to do today from our Rooms of Wonder page by Johanna Basford with our Castle Art Soft Touch pencils as we have been using through the page. Now looking at this skirt, it firstly occurred to me that that was a 1980s denim mini skirt with denim ruffle. I am going to do the skirt blue, but I may do the ruffly bit in a different colour just to make it a little bit more fun. We don't actually have what I would call a denim blue or something called a denim blue, but I think I'm going to use this Delft blue for the skirt. Whoops, I can't. It doesn't want to behave. There we go. And just make a start. So I did just try and change the blade in my sharpener, but I couldn't find the new blades. My husband usually keeps them on his desk, and he's just moved his desk this weekend and he's in the middle of sorting it out. It's anyway, it's not where it used to be, so I don't know what he's done with them, so I just have to use a different sharpener. It's no trouble. Yeah, it's be fine. He's moving his desk across to make room for my new bookcase, which is still out of stock. But if it's still out of stock by the end of the week, I might have a little look around, see if there's anything else. See, I've got a few requirements which are quite difficult to fill. I'm trying to make this skirt a little darker each side. I want it to be pre-made, so not to self-assembly, because I find that tends to make things stronger. And because it's quite tall, the bookcases tend to be quite tall, I figure trying to assemble with really big long pieces of wood could be quite tricky as well. But I will be prepared to compromise if I absolutely have to. Secondly, I need something that can be freestanding and doesn't have to be attached to the wall. Partly because a lot of items that have to be attached to the wall don't allow for the fact that we've got skirting boards, so that you can't sort of do it. Also, our walls aren't strong enough to hold anything up, so it really needs to be freestanding so that it can. So some bookcases are sort of sold as either a bookcase / room divider, and I sort of think, well, that would work. I'm going to try and do this bit under here a bit darker. So I'm sort of looked at those as well. So, and I need it to be, I want it to be a wood colour. Originally I would have liked it to have matched some of the furniture in our room, but it is quite mixed. We've got a rather nice piece of furniture which our TV is on, and that's a really pretty, it's an antique pine. There was an oak option, but it's just too expensive to justify paying that much money. But the company that made that don't make that style of furniture anymore, so that was a no-no. And my light bit is not lined up. I've got rather confused by the ruffle, I think. So I'm going to try and bring this across a bit. And it shouldn't really be that shiny in the middle anyway if it's a denim skirt. So let's just darken it all up a bit, actually, like that. So we've got, my desk is really dark. It's like mahogany or something. It's old antique dark wood. My boys' desks are really light, sort of pine, I guess. My husband's desk is beech, like this one. So this we're not really matching with anything that consistent. Okay, there's the start. It's a bit wonky, isn't it? There we go. I want a darker colour to just do a few bits of shadow before I move on and decide what to do with the ruffles. Now I've said this denim, it's not a denim blue. It looks more like I've coloured it in with a biro, a big biro. I don't know if you get them. I don't have one in here. If you get them all over the world, but anyway, Prussian blue I'm going to use to do I want some shadow underneath this waistband. And then on the edges. Just a bit. I tried to put some in anyway, so hopefully it'll sort of work. Yeah, so I just find shopping so dull. So dull. I don't know why. I'm excited about having a bookcase. I just want someone to say, here's the perfect one. It's 80 centimetres across. It's not too deep. It's as tall as possible. Although actually I don't mind if it's not massively tall, because I thought I could keep some of my bigger pencils on it that don't fit in my little trolley. Right, ruffles. I had thought pink, but pink up there. So I'm wondering we could go a lighter blue. I don't think yellow's going to work. We could go purple. I'm not sure it's going to work either. I think a lighter blue is the best bet. So that's what I'm going to do. Which one? Let's do this one. I'm just trying to work the cerulean blue light. Oops, can't get it out. Here we go. Let's use this, and then we might want to darken it up after. So I think I'm just going to go over all of it in a sort of medium pressure layer, but obviously there's a lot of work to be done with shading and things in a minute. Yeah, so it's the whole bookcase saga. It's going on and on. Is it going to take as long as my kitchen to get a bookcase? The jury's out. I don't know. I hope not. But so I'm going underneath here first, where it would be darker. There'd be shadow from the one above. And then I'm thinking here to make it a bit more ruffled. And then I'm going to sit back and have a look and see if that makes sense. Almost. I think I'm just going to put a little bit each side of each of these little bits. But not as much. Let's see if that works. We may need to darken our shadows a little bit at the end. Anyway. Yeah, I think once I put a dark bit in there, I'm going to need some more there, but that's okay. So this one, I'm going to make it dark in there, and then a little bit each side of this one, because it would sort of be bent outwards like this actually, so it will be like that, I think, curved out like that in a sort of loopy bit. So it would be darker each side compared to this bit which is nearer to the light. I hope that makes sense. I haven't had to colour clothing before. Not like this. It's fun. Okay, and now I'm going to go in now darker. I think I'm just going to grab the Prussian blue that I was using before for darkening, but I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. So under here to start with, and then under these, just doing a line. I'm not doing more than that at the moment. I'm just sort of doing it gradually and gently so that I don't overdo it. Can do up the sides of each one, and then thinking just a little bit extra in there. Yeah, my husband was also saying, oh, I don't think the bookcase you've ordered is going to be big enough. I said, well, have you measured my books? And he claimed he had, but I have as well. And I'm sure it's going to be big enough, so I don't know what he measured. But he's like, oh, we could do with a bit more to have more space. And I'm thinking, it's because you want some space. You want to use it. He claimed no, but I'm pretty sure he does. But I've told him that that's my bookcase. Very possessive. He's got a bookcase of his own. He's got, yeah, he's got 2. So I haven't got any of my own. Anyway, there is our skirt. I still think it might have looked pretty in pink, but we've done pink, and we did pink ruffles on the swimsuit, didn't we? So it's just a little bit different for you. So there we go, there is our skirt. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll have another item tomorrow, probably be their t-shirt tomorrow, but for now, thank you, have a really lovely day and happy colouring.